Umkhonto weSizwe Party and the South African Communist Party are condemning the working visit by Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to South Africa. President Cyril Ramaphosa is hosting Zelensky in Pretoria this morning. Both parties say that Zelensky is an illegitimate president with no electoral mandate. Ziniko Mhlaba has left the Ukrainian embassy where we were expecting that SACP march and is live for us from the Union buildings at this hour. Stark contrast to your last position, Ziniko. Just quickly update us on what happened to the SACP's march.
Well, Iman, the SACP's march is still happening as far as the communications officers of the party are concerned. They were scheduled to start at 11 o'clock. So maybe in the next hour or two, we will get an opportunity to really see if they have gathered, if they have arrived outside the embassy of Ukraine. But as you have rightfully said, we are here at the lawns of the Union buildings, where Umkhonto weSizwe is also picketing, saying that they are against the visit by the Ukrainian President Zelensky, who's currently in a closed session meeting with the current President of South Africa, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa. There are some placards that are really telling their own messages when it comes to what is it exactly they are against. And of course, if you can look at some of these placards that are held by the members and supporters of the MK party, one of them saying that Zelensky not welcomed. This is Africa, a state visit of shame, and many others. So this is basically what MK is saying, that they are saying that they are not happy that South Africa is hosting Mr. Zelensky. But now, to get more details, I'm joined by Mr. Libelo, who is the member of the National High Command of Umkhonto weSizwe, who's joining me now. Mr. Libelo, thank you very much, sir, for your time. Briefly, what is it that you are really against when it comes to Mr. Zelensky's president, and what are some of the reasons behind your rationale?
Yeah, the main thing about Mr. Zelensky is that he's a known puppet of the West, who is used by NATO militarists to fight the BRICS countries, in particular Russia. It is a well-known fact that President Zuma is the one who made South Africa to join BRICS, and that is the direction that this country has been taking since it's taken over. So we are aware that Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa is working with this Western imperialist, and that's why he's bringing this stage here to come and destabilize us. And he's not welcomed here. He must stay there and continue with this military Western attitude. But here is not welcomed. We are a BRICS aligned country. We are going to make sure that he doesn't feel welcomed here, him and his Ramaphosa.
What would say that's the view of the MK party politically, at a political level, based on political decisions and policies of the MK party. But when it comes to President Ramaphosa, he is the state president of South Africa, and South Africa has taken that position of being neutral, of not being aligned with either Russia or Ukraine itself. So don't you think maybe in part, or in the efforts of trying to find a solution between these two countries, he needs to listen to both sides, even if it includes inviting a state of any of these two to come to South Africa? How far then do you draw that line between a political party line and the view and the position where President Ramaphosa is as the republic, as the state president?
Yeah, we must not forget that it was the very same Ramaphosa who worked with the Western imperialists to block President Vladimir Putin to come from here. If he had the same guts that today he wants to invite Zelensky, who is a puppet of the West, he failed to stand his ground and allow President Putin to come here. So we can't today be told that because I'm neutral now, I'm inviting Zelensky. He should have done the same thing when President...
Maybe that's sorry to cut you. Maybe that's still coming. That's still coming. But let's talk about, if you were to be in that position of trying to find a solution, how would you approach as the MK party, or as if your MK party was leading, how would you approach this conversation of having to find a solution between these two parties? How would you approach that diplomatically?
Yeah, the solution of the war there is very simple. That war, firstly, could not have happened if Zelensky didn't take money from the Western imperialists so that they supply him with weapons there to kill innocent people of Russia and Ukraine. That is the first thing. The second thing is that to get a solution there must just be the cessation of war. Zelensky must go back to his country. They must have elections there. They must elect a proper president. Remember, Zelensky is not even a proper president. Zelensky is a dictator. There hasn't been elections there. People of Ukraine are looking for elections. So ours is to say, let the war stop, let Ukraine have elections, let them elect a relevant leader who's going to lead them. And Zelensky, according to us, as you can see with the boss, we believe that he belongs to the International Criminal Court because he has really cost lives of the people of Ukraine that could have been saved if he was not extorting money from the West using the war for his own benefit.
Mr. Libero, thank you very much for the time. We're still here. We're still going to engage with MK as you continue with your picket here. That's Mr. Libero, the member of the National High Command of the Umkhonto weSizwe Party, giving us some insight and some of their reasons in terms of condemning the presence of the Ukrainian President, Mr. Zelensky, here at the Union Building. He's in a closed session with the President Ramaphosa, but members of the MK continue to sing their song, saying that they don't want Mr. Zelensky here. So that's where we'll leave it for now. We'll catch up with them later on, Iman.